Abortion can never, on its face, be safe, because in order for an abortion to be deemed successful, an individual and unique human being with a beating heart must die. That can never be safe for that individual human life.
Weeks after her abortion procedure, she went back to the doctor and found out that her abortion had been successful on one baby, but one baby had survived. That was me. During my birth mother's abortion, my heartbeat was detectable. My heartbeat was a second heartbeat beating inside of my birth mother's body. Ultrasound technology and science would have shown us that I was not part of my birth mother's body. I was a separate human life with a separate DNA and a separate beating heart growing inside of my birth mother's body. My rights were just as important as my birth mother's. My heart beat just as loud as hers.
And that's what we believed when we set out. That was my vision, if you like, that if a girl was given all the information, that she could sit back and without the pressure of the crisis, you know, if you like, to sit back and tease it out with her, that she would be able to choose wisely, that she would be able to choose life indeed. I'm using a different name for her confidentiality, and it was a girl we had to put tremendous amount of effort into, because she actually was asked to leave her home because when she became pregnant, and so she already had a child, so she was going from house to house, friend to friend, could stay one night here, another night there, spend a lot of time walking around the city with her child because she didn't have anywhere to go during the day. And so she came to us, and thanks be to God, her life has really changed. We had to help her get a flat. So she sends me a couple of lines, a few lines. Well, she sends me more than a few lines, but I'll just read only a couple of lines, okay? I can never thank you enough for what you've done for us and for myself and the kids. And I don't know what I would have done today, only for you.
And I guess there are two parts of this that I'd like to talk to you about. One is your reaction when the police banged on your door and you realised that something you tweeted had become a police investigation. So let's start with that. I mean, you must have been, I guess, staggered.
I couldn't believe that I was going to be interviewed under caution for misgendering, which is not a crime. And at the same time, Surrey police were very well aware I had been the subject of a horrendous campaign of stalking and intimidation that went. So, yeah, no, so my reaction, I was terrified. I was shaking. I couldn't breathe. The room was spinning. I was, you know...
How many children do you have?
I have 5 children.
So you were presumably thinking the worst-case scenario is I might go to prison here and my kids won't have their mother because I have misgendered somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought they're going to try and make a test case out of this one because I know that there have been a number of other individuals who've had charges brought against them.
And I also say here today, because God has an awesome promise and he makes that. He says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land. God calls this nation to pray. God calls this nation to fight for those who have no voice. It was the day that I was vindicated 2 years ago from the evil Mary Stopes lies. And I made a vow that day that I wasn't going away. And I say to you today with determination and defiance, you must be steadfast. You must say also, we ain't going away. We are here to the bitter end.